Greetings and salutations, fellow Earthlings. Elton McFall here, aka Retro Old School. So, yeah, for the past 2 or 3 days, I got this idea of wanting to show you guys my very few and most prized public transportation Montreal public transportation collectibles. Excuse me, I'm still recovering from this friggin' stupid stomach flu. It's a pain in the ass. Not so much pain anymore in my stomach, but you know, like when you don't have much energy still and you still feel sick. Well, here we go. Anyway, so yeah, so basically 3 items that I'll probably never sell, and they're very dear to me. One of which I found recently, and one of which I've had a few years, but I modified. So let's go with number one. Number one item, right? So where did I put it? Put it right here. I bought this item a few years ago in Montreal North, of all places, from a lady who was not much richer than me, basically. And it's right here. Yeah, that's right. This is a vintage 1963 Montreal Transportation Commission or Transport. Actually, let me see. Yeah, Commission de Transport de Montréal. So before it was CTCUM, it was CTM, Commission de Transport de Montréal, or MTC, Montreal Transportation Commission. And there's a nice little symbol of an old Brill bus, Montreal Brill bus. And it's amazing the condition of this map. I mean, really, 1963. It's amazing. What I want to do eventually is I'd like to frame it because it's so damn cool. And there's still a lot of streets here that are in English, and I'm afraid too that if I don't frame it, then it's just gonna, because you know when things they're folded up for a long time, all these folds, they tend to develop tears. And look, you got all this information on this one side here, and in English and French, bilingual. And look, there's the night routes. The night bus routes. See? No, wait a minute. Hang on. No, sorry. Excuse me. These are the express routes, pardon me. Sorry about that. So this is one of the things I would never sell. It's just so cool. It's so rare. I mean, I can't believe I bought this for 20 bucks. Really, it's just, that's amazing. I mean, yeah, look, I mean, I saw recently some guy was trying to sell a bus map on Kijiji. He wasn't even from Montreal. It was like from 1981 or something like that. I know I had one years ago, and the guy wants he's like crazy. What some insane price for it? I don't know, 60, 70 bucks or something, some stupid price. But this could be worth that actually, because this is something else. And anything that's paper, like those ads I collect, posters, this article right here that I framed years ago. This stuff can wind up in the garbage easily, any paper items, you know. And there it is right here. Pour renseignement, de signaler 877-6260. That was new actually, because before phone numbers were half words and half numbers. So there you go, and there's your whole city routes. Centrally here, Le Plateau, Côte des Neiges. And if I look here, where I live on Hochelaga, let's see here. Where's my street here? Hang on. Looking for it here. Saint Catherine. There's the Papineau garage. Sorry. This was before it was the Metro, because the Metro opened 3 years later. So these are all terminuses. Okay, yeah, I'm right over here, right around here. Davidson and all that. So it's just a really neat item, you know. And this is where? Oh, this is an RDP, Rivière des Prairies. So you can see why I'd like to frame this one day properly, do it justice. You know, there's LaSalle. You know, very cool stuff. And of course, the airport is over here. And it says right there, Montreal International Airport. And then it's funny, because look, then you look over here, and look over here. This is like Pierrefonds. Look, Ville de Pierrefonds. Look at this, Saragui. I don't know what the hell that's all about. There's Roxborough. There's Boisfort. Look, there was barely anything here. It was still very underdeveloped. That's when the suburbs were really still being expanded and built. Okay, so that's it for that item. So we're going to stop here. Okay, when was it? Not last week, but the week before. Today being March 12th. Yeah, so not even a couple of weeks ago, I went 3 times to the Salvation Army south of Montreal, which is huge. It's the oldest one. It's 2 floors, and I bought all these posters, as you can see right here, through all these cartables, you know, like, and it's just the amazing. I can't believe. I don't even want to tell you how cheap I got these, because I got them so cheap. I'm afraid to say how much, because I want to resell a lot of them. Not all of them, but look, just to give you an idea of the stuff that's in here. And I bought like I think like 54 items. Some of them are not even posters. Look at this. This is a vintage. Look at this. This is a vintage medical chart, anatomy chart. Look at that. You're not going to tell me that's young. I guarantee you this is at least 70s. There's stuff in here that's really inexpensive. And I got to put this back now. Well, let's put it here for now. And you know, and again, a lot of the stuff I've put already on Kijiji. But the thing is, of all the things I bought that are super cool, or really cool, or super cool, the thing that blew me away, which actually makes up even for selling years ago my, if you guys remember my old Montreal Metro map sign that was in the Metro, it was metal, I had it right here, and I sold it to Simon reluctantly, but you know, again, it wiped out my $200 debt I had with him, so there you go. But I can't believe I found this. Seriously, look at this right here. Check that out. I mean, is that cool or what? The original, the real thing, man. See? Plastic. Why is it plastic? Because this went inside one of the buses. Probably, I would say maybe Metro. I don't know. But, and this was an ad. And, you know, it's funny because this is the opposite of you know, today, where there's way too much advertising of the STM and their fucking stupid self-glorification. But this is amazing. And this is also, I've determined to be like about from let's say 72 and under, because in 73 the buses became blue just like the Metros. But look, this one is actually well, here it's actually kind of a yellow, but they were really darker than that. And it's just a cute ad. It's just fantastic. I mean, look at the condition of this thing. I just had to clean it up a little bit. Tarot. So that's, you know, this is something that I'll probably never sell that, because I got it so cheap. Look, they had it. There's the back of it. I got it so cheap. It might as well have been given to me. You know, and I mean, how many of these do you think they made? Maybe 100? Maybe a bit more? Maybe less than 100? I don't know. And by the way, if you don't know, I mean, j'aime le métro, j'aime l'autobus, translates in English too. I love the Metro, I love the bus. And this is like an MR63. So right now I've actually got this thing. I'll tell you where I got it sitting right now, because I haven't made up my mind on where to put it. So I just got it right here on top of my heater here in the bathroom. It's just nice to look at when I come in bathroom and do my thing, you know, whatever. Just, I don't know, I just like looking at it, admiring it. It seems to fit right there either. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with that. So, alright, now we'll move on to the last thing. Alright, so back in 2015, I had my best friend at the time. Well, unfortunately, our friendship didn't last. But I mean, what do you want? I'm bipolar and an eccentric and an artist, and he was also autistic and also odd as well. So just, what are you gonna do? We got onto each other's nerves, and that's the way it goes sometimes. So anyway, I wish him all the best. But anyway, Ben did this. I had paid him to draw me this MR73 Metro. Oddly enough, in the same type of angle almost as the ad you just saw there, that 70s ad. And I kept this for last because, you see, as you can see, I had this thing framed for a while, right? And let me just see here. Yeah, and this is a video I made where I was just showing what was on my walls, you know. And I had this frame for a few years, and it was in my office, but my office is parallel to here. So in the late day, the rays come in of the sun. You'd be surprised how much just a little bit of bright light can actually discolor something. So I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you know, okay, I miss the guy, you know, and I don't want to be constantly reminded anymore of him. So I'm like, I decided I wanted this frame and another frame is something else he drew for me, and I repurposed them for some old posters and to try to sell them, you know. So I'm looking at this one day, and I'm like, you know what, man? I'm like, I gotta fix this thing up, and this is what it looks like now, and I'm very proud of it. Look at that. How cool is that, man? Huh? Doesn't that look amazing? It looks way better than before. I said, man, I never liked that white background. The guy, Ben, did such a great job with this angle. I mean, just the what did he call it? The perspective of the Metro. That's something I would always have a hard time doing because of my astigmatism. But he did such a terrific detailed job. And then, of course, he did all these lines going everywhere, different colors. So believe it or not, let me just sit here, actually, I think, if I can. I actually recolored everything. I recolored the Metro twice. All the lines got recolored, and of course I think I spent almost about an hour almost an hour just to do the whole background black like that. So again, this is not something I would ever sell, you know. There's Ben's signature right there. And there's something else once that he did, and actually I did a drawing with him. I never finished it, and again, I'd like to finish it one day, but it's huge. It's like this. I think it's even bigger than this right here, you know. And so I'm very proud to still have this. And of course, I still have the OC Transpo new look that I had paid him to do, as well as this. $100 for this, $100 for that, and he earned it, you know. And I wish he was still drawing, but I mean, again, people's change, you know. At that age, you know, your priorities change, and the guy started working, and he was going to school anyway, and you know, blah blah blah. So and just to show you the back what it looks like, it's not a fugazi, it's a real thing, you see. Even from the back it looks cool. So now you got more of that Metro map look to it. And he also actually did a similar type drawing of an MR63, which nobody I think has ever really seen, but he gave it to me, and but it's in like a sketchbook he has, so I can't really frame it easily. And actually, interestingly, at the time, he was still in CJEP in an art class, and somewhere over here it's written that it was for his art class. I'm trying to see where the hell it was written though, but I colored so much. Where the hell is it? Anyway, it was submitted to for his art project for his class, and that's why it got folded. And I don't know where it's written, but anyway, whatever. It's written somewhere about how he drew this. So this is just really cool. So eventually I will frame it again, but I won't. It will not be. I will definitely not have it in my. I'm going to have it probably in my room where there's the least amount of light. You know what I mean? Like even in the morning, there's less light in there. I think than even in here or the office. What do you think, Gloria? Gloria went to the vet today. Meow. Meow. So that's it, guys. So yeah, of course I welcome all your comments, and if you ever have something vintage, you know, let's say STM CTCM related that I might be interested in, you might want to donate, let's say. I'm not talking about, of course, I'm not interested in bus passes or transfers and stuff like that, but you know, bigger items. Might be interested. Send me a comment. Anyway, guys, well, it's a beautiful day, and unfortunately, again, I'm feeling better in the sense that my stomach's not hurting from the stupid stomach flu I'm still recovering from, but I still feel icky and tired, and yeah, just I'd like to go out, but I'm just not going to be in shape for it, so I don't know. Anyway, guys, take it easy. Bye-bye.